Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. We are talking with Miss Amy today. Super excited to have all of you here. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are going to have a big live today. Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much fun. How's everybody doing today? Say hi when you jump on. Hello, my friends. Everybody say hi to my friend Amy.
How's everybody doing today? Say hi.
Make sure your computer's turned down and you can't hear me on your computer.
Got it.
Or we'll have some back feed.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Hello, friends. And so I'll send you the link, Amy, of this live. So if you want to share it someplace, you can.
Okay,
Good
great.
morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Patsy. Good morning, Teresa. How is everybody doing today? Super excited to have you here. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, we have so many good things to share with you today.
How is everybody doing today?
Sorry, I got my own back feed. Come on, open up. Here we go. Hello. Make sure you tell us where you're from and which company you are with when you jump on. And everybody say hi to Miss Amy. Oh my goodness, we're going to have a good time today. Also, when you jump on, I hope you'll join us in prayers for Florida. I'll remind you a couple times. Please join us in prayers for Florida. Whew, a lot going on down there.
How is everybody doing today?
Come on, computer, stop doing that. All right, we got paparazzi in California. Good morning, paparazzi for life. Angie, awesome. We got lots of new people on today. Hello. Jump on in, say hello. So glad you're here today. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Iris. Good morning, friends. Hello. Jump on and say hi. Good morning. Hello, Marnie. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Letitia. How are we doing? Hey, Barbie. Hey, Billy. Good morning. Hey, Tina. Hey, Janine. I believe it is Janine, right? Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. I need to change this real quick here. All right, make sure when you jump on, you tell us where you're from and which company you are with. Also, when you do that, the next comment you want to do hashtag queen. Hashtag queen. Oh, Amy, I sent you the wrong link.
Okay.
Hang on a second,
No
okay?
problem. I'm trying to, okay, you bet.
Hang on just 1 second. I realized I just clicked on the wrong thing. Hello, friends. We are so excited to have you here.
Good morning, Julie.
You are going to be so excited.
Iris.
Come on, shut down. You're going to be so excited to hear Amy's story. I had this awesome pleasure. Like, if I had my way, I would meet you all at the same place. Amy had just started with her business. How many months had it been? I'm thinking it was about 3-ish.
Let's see. June. Yeah, about 3 months.
About 3 months when I met her.
Yeah.
She only had 90 Facebook friends at the time. And now she's doing $25,000 in sales a month. And she has a hopping business page. So we are going to tell you all about that. I just sent you the right link, Miss Amy.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm telling you guys, you are going to get so inspired by her because, one, she's just an excellent businesswoman. I mean, that's just like, that's the minor part. But this girl has tenacity, resilience. Boy, she knows the rule of absolutely no excuses. So you're going to get really inspired by how she lives her life. Okay. And I hope it inspires you because honestly, a huge part of being successful in business is your mindset and how you approach it. You can take certain actions. You know, when your kid takes out the garbage and they're like, while they're doing it, there's oh, they appreciate me and what I do for them. And they took it out with a little, happily. And then there's that, right? And it's awful. It is so, 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 so awful, right? And so that's the thing. You have the way you approach things will affect your business as much as when your kids, or, if you work somewhere and you manage somebody, okay? Your attitude and how you do things makes a huge difference. And Amy will share she is just a rock star. Like, she really knows what it takes to be successful. Okay. Mind, heart, soul. It's amazing. You're going to love her. So jump on now. We would love for you to help us get the word out. There are so many people who need this information. I have heard from countless people that their live numbers are down, that their sales are down, that they feel like they can't get any momentum. A lot of you have tried to go live for 30 days in a row and you don't see any success with that. Okay. I am telling you, I know what changed. I know what to do different today to get more people on your lives tonight. Okay. So many people need this information. So sidelines, uplines, downlines, tag them below. Share this in a group if it's okay with them. Put it on your profile, okay? So many people need this information. I know how many people are paparazzi consultants. They are boutique owners. They are chat culture. There's so many people going live for their business. They need this information, all right? Amy, why don't we have you say hi? Tell them where you're from. Tell them just a little bit about your paparazzi journey. I'm going to do some sharing while you're chatting.
Well, my name's Amy Nomura. I kind of go by Amy Nomura-Lowe, but legally it's Amy Nomura. I've been with paparazzi a little over 3 years. My journey has changed. It's been a roller coaster, to say the least. We are a blessed team of 42 people. We have 42 people on Team Heaven Sent, which is such an honor and a privilege to be a leader to these amazing, incredible women and their husbands. We have a lot of duos on our team. And I just love the business. Paparazzi is a very generous company. I just got back from the Diamond Trip last week and met the founders and had the honor and privilege of sitting down and breaking bread with them. And they're amazing, by the way, in case you wanted to know. They're all amazing. And
I love it.
Yeah, it was a great time. And sky's the limit. And Michelle and I've talked about this. The top is open for everybody. It's not excluded for 1 or 2 or 3. It's open for everybody. You just gotta, right? You just gotta figure out what you want to do, how you want to get there, get the map out, and do it.
And believe, right? And believe.
Yes. Believe's a big one. It's a big one. So yeah.
Yep.
But I live in Henderson, Nevada, which is just next door to Las Vegas. So convention was kind of easy, getting in my car and driving the 10 minutes to convention.
Yay! I love it. So first of all, can everybody help me thank Miss Amy? Just say a big thank you in the comments for her being here, okay? And she's given up 2 hours of her time to be here, share some ideas with you. We'll do some Q&A, all those kind of things. But in addition to that, Miss Amy has some major health challenges. So when you say thank you, will you offer a prayer for her also? She's suffering. She's got some cancer. It's just like wanting to tackle every part of your body, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a turkey. And so Amy, and if she excuses herself, she might step out and come back in for a minute because a chemo is not very nice. And so she has some side effects from that. Okay. So her generosity from being here is huge. Okay. And the fact that she does $25,000 in sales a month and runs her business pretty much by herself is extremely huge. And so you are being blessed here by her 10 times what you can even imagine by the time we're done talking. Okay. So please help us get the word out, because Amy has such an amazing message. All right. And tell her thank you. And you guys, I believe in the power of prayer. And boy, prayer in, when you have many praying, boy, there's some serious power in that. Okay. So let's put our prayers on her, and also let's pray for Florida. All right. Power in numbers, my friends. All right. Okay, awesome. So let me just introduce myself just really quick in case you don't know who I am. I'll ask this one more time when we get going. But if this is your first time being on a live with me, will you comment 1ST, like first? Comment first, because I would love to know if this is your first time being here. My name is Michelle Hess-Withers. I've been in the direct sales industry for well over 20 years. I actually, even in high school, which would have been way more than 20 years ago, I even did a direct sales company in high school. Wasn't necessarily successful with it, but literally could see the power in it that long ago. So I had my first successful one about 20 years ago, but now for about the last 10 years, basically since social media started, I've been coaching people and how to get in front of more people on social media. So I'm kind of known as a social media guru. I work with both small businesses and direct sales companies. And I love, one of my favorite things is to help you get your live numbers up. Okay. I know how to help you get in front of more people on Facebook. I understand algorithms really well, and we just have a really good time. And we have countless stories of people who have gone in 30 days from almost zero live people on their lives to, and like less than $200 in sales to over $1,000, and now doing $3,000 in sales in just a couple months. So we know how to help you get there. Okay. So I hope you have a lot of fun with us today. We are so excited to be here. So let me just tell you a little bit about my story with Miss Amy. Boy, oh, it's cool. So I was pondering on this, Amy, last night. So when Amy first got interested in working with me, I had a telephone conversation with her, which isn't very common. Sometimes I'll get on Zoom with people, but very rarely do I get on the phone. And there was something that said I needed to talk to her. And Amy, it's a little embarrassing. I don't know if you've heard me say this, but I always ask you, when I say you, any of you that we might have a conversation after this webinar, I'll ask, how many Facebook friends do you have? How big is your business page? Are you going live on your business page or your profile? And she was going live. She was telling me 3 times a week, 15 minutes per week, which we all know that's not quite enough time to do a lot of sales. And she only had 90, less than 100, 90 Facebook friends and no business page. And I'm not even going to lie. People that come to me with those kind of numbers, I don't even always take very seriously. But I really thought about this last night. I'm like, well, why did I take Amy seriously? And this is why. It was all her attitude. When I said, this is what I think you should do, and she didn't go, what? That's going to cost money. What? I'm going to have to get out of my comfort zone. What? I'm going to have to put more time into this. If I said you need to do this, she said, okay, tell me how many times, and here's my credit card. Okay. She did not. And you know what? I'm going to say this. You might find another business trainer that's better for you than me. You just need to find someone that knows more than you. Okay. Wherever you're at in your business right now, if you want to go to the next level, you got to find somebody who knows what you don't know. Okay. And if that's somebody other than me, I just want you to have success. I love to work with you if you feel like I'm a good fit for you, but I'm here to help you. And I just want you to love just seeing the power, what you can accomplish. Okay. And so Amy decided she trusted my plan. And she said, okay, tell me what to do and how much and how high do I jump and how many times do I jump? And that's why I invested my time with her. Okay. Because of her attitude. So Amy, with that being said, let's get the perspective from you. When you called me, you had just been to convention for your first time with paparazzi. You'd had this conversation with your husband, and then go ahead and kind of like tell them what happened the next year. Okay. So everybody, give Amy, hit that heart button, send her lots of hearts, shower her with love as she tells you a little bit about her story and how we got started.
Okay, so I was referred to Michelle from a very successful person in the biz. And so I reached out to her, and like Michelle said, we agreed to work together. So I sat down with my husband, and I'm like, okay, here's how much it's going to cost. This is what I'm doing at the moment, which wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. Here, I want to say this, Michelle, if I could be so bold. When I first started this business, I wanted this business. I didn't need it. I wanted it. And there's a big differentiation between wanting something and needing something. And it's important that I say this in the beginning. My husband and I were living a very comfortable retirement life. I didn't need to work. I just needed something to do at home that we could do together. So that's the backstory. So I came to
Wow.
him and I said, here's how much it's going to cost. He goes, well, you got to spend your own money then. You got to spend your own money and invest in the business. If you want this as bad as you say you do, it's got to be on you. Boy, I'm so glad he said that. So I used my own money and I invested in the business. And I just got back from a convention, 6 weeks in my paparazzi business, was fired up, ready to take the business to the next level. And so I worked with Michelle and Rihanna and created my business page and started investing more in it was a part-time job, investing more in my part-time job. Then December 9th happened and my husband unexpectedly passed away. On December 8th, we were together. We were running a part-time business. On December 9th, I was widowed and I had to figure out what I was going to do. And so 6 months into my business, I was left wondering, how am I going to survive? How am I going to take care of myself? And so that's when the want became a need. And the business has been a need ever since. And I think when you want something, your perspective is different than when you need something. And
Yeah.
when I'm training on the team, I'm very, that's a big deal to me. Do you want this business or do you need this business? Because your intention is going to be different from one to the other.
Right. And you guys, can you just give her lots of love? I saw her after her husband passed away, and I was shocked because it was just a gallbladder surgery. God obviously wanted him home because this was not, it wasn't an accident. Something happened in the surgery. Not like a car accident is what I mean. Like, this was not, I was blown away. I'm like, what do you mean he passed away? Like this can't be real. It was very mind blowing. And I saw her within just the 30 days after her husband passing away. What did you miss? 4 days going live or something like
Yeah. Well,
she kept going live every single day. Now, I'm not saying you should handle your hard thing the same way Amy did, but Amy was like, no, this is, she does not give up. She's an absolute no excuse girl.
Yeah. I just realized that this business, I had built the foundation on the business and now I needed to take it to the next level. And I needed to take care of myself. I went from a comfortable lifestyle with my husband to being widowed and trying to figure out how I was going to take care of myself. Yeah. And so I ran very, very, very hard, and it became a need. And when it was a need, it was a totally different mindset.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then it was interesting because I remember talking to Amy before we started working together and her also sharing with me, you guys don't know, she had resilience before I met her, and her telling me about her journey. This is not the first time she's gone through cancer treatments. Mm-hmm. And her telling me about being in Minnesota and just fighting for Minnesota, right? You went to
North Carolina.
Yeah. Oh, North Carolina. I'm sorry. I was thinking it was Mayo Clinic. So sorry. Yeah. And her fighting for her life. Like, I knew her work ethic by the way that she chose to survive to live. So then your husband passed away. She ended up having to move and switch houses.
Yep. I had to move, switch houses, and just start from scratch in a different environment. And I knew that I had to take care of myself. I wasn't going to go get a 9-to-5 because I'd put 6 months into this business. And so I just said, I made a decision. I just said, I have to make this work. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it work. And so I kind of looked at it from the mindset of when I've had dealings with my cancer, where I just say, okay, what do I need to do? Let's do it. It's non-negotiable. It's like, okay, let's get it done. So I kind of transversed that mindset into my business.
Yeah. So she had been working her algorithms. Let's go back to this. We're going to go back and forth between lifestyle, life happenings, and her business growing. So she did not want to run her business off her personal profile after we introduced her to business pages. She goes, no, my personal profile is going to be my personal profile. My business page is going to be my business page. And we're like, okay, cool. Because I honestly can't get most people to do that. And so she went gung ho with her business page. I do have staff that people work with, and she worked with one of my gals, Royanna, who was a brilliant direct sales. She is in Ruby Ribbon. She is one of the top sellers with the company. She's amazing. So she walks the walk, this gal. So those two worked very closely together and built her business page. And I still remember her hitting that 1,000 following and that 2,000 following. Are you at 57? How close are you to 6,000 right now? You got to be close.
I'm close to this. Well, let me just check real quick. I apologize. I didn't have that information.
No, that's okay. So she decided to build her business page, and she went live uber consistently. Okay. And her business page shot up. Like, your business page has far more followers than you have Facebook friends, right?
Yeah, it's about 5,600.
5,600? Okay. So she's doing absolutely amazing things with building her following. Okay. And she worked it laser smart, and she takes really, really good care of people. And so she built that business page. She worked it, was laser consistent. Okay. Now, after she got her business page going, and she got up to probably around $5,000-$6,000 a month, we added some technology, and we worked on some ads and a thing called ManyChat. Okay. ManyChat's a tool where we send out notices and let people know that she's live. And that has been her work ethic, her mindset, and add the technology. What kind of increase did you see putting those two together?
It was unbelievable. Yeah. Training on ManyChat and learning about it and connecting it to the notification, because it's a notification system. And it was a game changer for me. It took it from one level to the next. And I truly believe that is why my followers are the number it is because of ManyChat. And my customers always being notified when I'm either posting new releases. I do a morning post, an afternoon post. So the Facebook notifies them, of course, of that. But when I go live and do new releases, that ManyChat's great. Yeah, it gets everybody that needs to be notified.
It's amazing. So we both let people know when she's live, and this has been a big one. Those of you that are paparazzi, if you just jumped on, please introduce yourself. Please tell us where you're from and which company you're with, and then share this out with a friend. But the cool thing is, so those of you that are paparazzi, go ahead and comment paparazzi. We'd love to know how many of you are here. We help her send out notices letting people know about your new releases. And here's the thing. This makes it, a lot of you choose to do new releases in a Facebook group and your lives on your business page. You are watering down your algorithms when you do that. When you have your new releases on your business page and you send notices from ManyChat, you don't ever have to have a group anymore. You can concentrate all your effort on your business page. And when you learn this principle, it's like magic, because then you get, there are people who are not going to watch your lives. Okay. Like, don't take it personal. I would much rather look at your 50 images from your new releases and I'll go buy 10 pieces and I'm on to the next thing. I don't have time to watch a 4-hour live personally. Some gals do. They love it. But you're going to double the number of people you sell to if you cater both to the person who wants to watch the live and the person who does not. Okay. Don't take it personal. Sell in multiple ways. So it's really exciting. So those of you that are like, I can't get people to comment on your releases. Well, because the way algorithms are, Facebook shares your lives a lot more than a post. we help you out with that.
Mhm.
Okay. So if you'd love to do more sales on new releases and your paparazzi, you know what I'm talking about, comment NR for new releases. Okay. Because it's really powerful. So Amy, in this journey, you're building your business, your sales are booming. And then what happened to your health?
So, well, my cancer came back. It came back shortly after my husband died. And so I was going live in the morning. I was going live in the evening. I was going live twice a day for a couple years. While I was doing that, I was undergoing radiation and chemotherapy. I had a year stint last year. It came back this March. It was in remission for 3 months. It came back, and so I was blessed and privileged, really, because it is a privilege to get into a clinical trial. So I today celebrates 18 weeks. I've got 18 weeks left to go
Wow.
on the clinical trial right now. So every Thursday morning, I have a customer that last year she did it. She did it for this year. She made a link, looked like paper mache links. And so every Thursday morning now, we unlink a link and we celebrate the weeks. And so tomorrow on my live, on my morning show, I will be celebrating hashtag 18 weeks. So it's kind of a big
Wow.
deal. My customers and I, we celebrate that every week now. We did it last year. We're doing it this year. Hopefully, March, the last Wednesday of March will be my last treatment. We won't have to talk about that anymore. Yeah.
Toes, crossing fingers, toes, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't yet, say a prayer for Miss Amy, okay?
Thank you.
All right. I forgot to mention, when you guys share this out in Comment Revolution, you follow the instructions down below. We're going to give away, when we hit 200, we're going to give away two $50 gift certificates to our program. You do need to be present to win. So stick with us, okay? But keep sharing that out and tag a couple more names below. All right. So I know, I remember, because her last treatment ended, it was like, what, the 29th of December?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it
I
was.
got that right. I knew it was the last week.
Yeah.
And that was a big deal. So she got 3 months off. And here's another thing. Well, I'm going to bring that up in a second. So I'm going to ask a really hard question, but it's not hard. Amy, how do you mentally keep going? What are the activities you do every day? What are the things you say to yourself? Because I'm sure some of these ladies that we have here have some really hard things going on, right? Like,
So
what do you do to keep going?
this is my full-time job. So I take this very seriously. You know what gets me up every morning is my customers. And I make that very known to them. You see, we created a like-minded community when we started the business page. We created a like-minded community. And if any of my customers are on, because I did share this to my business page, just comment below community, because we do life together every day. You know, the $5 jewelry is beautiful,
Yeah.
but we do life together every day. And when I'm training new consultants on the team, I say, you want to build a community of like-minded people. I believe that's what brings people back every day.
Yeah.
And especially through COVID, especially with what's going on in the world. So what gets me up every day, first and foremost, is Jesus. But my customers get me up every day. And I have an amazing man in my life that reminds me that, you know, that to keep going. Keep going.
Right.
I did find love again in my life, and it's pretty awesome. And he reminds me every day to keep going, and that I've got this. And my team rallies around me and keeps me going. And so I have embraced those around me to be lifters and doers. And on my business page, on my business page when I go live, I always say, we're on the construction team here. We are doers, lifters, positive encouragements. We don't do drama. We don't do negativity on my show. I won't put up with it. So I always say, we're on the construction team. We're going up. We're not on the demo team. We're not going down. And so
Right.
building that has been magical. And it has been just a beautiful thing to witness with my customers. But it's a non-negotiable for me. Every day I get up and keep going.
She pours so much love into her customers. Now, here's the thing. When you comment #queen, it sends you some really awesome goodies for us. We have a bunch of engagement questions for you to help your algorithms. We also have a free sheet on 10 tips on growing your algorithms in 10 minutes. In addition, you're going to get the link to Amy's Facebook page. So to get the link to her Facebook page so you can go stalk her, check her out, see how awesome her lives are, comment #queen, because that will get you that link. Okay. Now, Miss Amy, tell them how you add your faith, your belief in God and Christ, and I love how you give away free jewelry and how you bless on people. Tell them a little bit about that, because one of the things, like when we started talking, I wrote down the word how Amy does things differently. We're going to talk about the time you go live in a minute, okay? But the way she does things differently, and the way that she openly, freely shares her faith, and instead of playing games, she has a way to give away free jewelry in a really beautiful way. So, and it's very much, you got to realize this is branding when you do this, but it's very, very authentic.
Okay,
Go ahead,
so
love.
I always open up, I always have my Bible in my room, and I always open up with the Word of God. And so we read scripture in the beginning. I end the show with scripture. What I do is I do a scroll and roll. And what that is I'll let the ladies know, hey, give me what you got, whatever's on your mind, whatever you see outside the door. It's all about getting as many comments as you can on your live. So it's comments and it's duration of life. And correct me if I'm wrong, Michelle, but I'm pretty, is right?
Getting more comments increase your algorithms?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. So
absolutely.
so I'll tell the ladies, give me what you got, and then I'll close my eyes, do an up and down, and I'll pick somebody. So I bless about 5 or 6 pieces a show. I don't do a share. If you share my thing, I do in a drawing. I don't do that, but I do the blessings throughout the show, and so intermittently I'll do that scroll and roll, and it helps with the number of comments that I get on my page. So we open up in a word of God. We end with the word of God. We do scroll and rolls in between selling my jewelry. And then we do life together, ladies. I'm always asking, does anybody need to have prayer requests? Does anybody need to be lifted? And I do this fun thing called a happy dance. I'm always dancing on my show. You
I
see,
love
life
it.
is hard right now. And life was hard during COVID. And so I want to be the breath of fresh air for people. I want to give somebody a reason to smile. And so that's part of what our like-minded community is about. Happy dances, scroll and rolls, opening up in prayer, closing in prayer, and of course the $5 jewelry.
Well, and don't you say it, let's bless someone. We're going to bless someone. And they know that's cue for scroll and roll.
Yep. I'll say, let's do a blessing, and then they'll know to you know what it is? When I start dancing, they know to scroll and roll. Yeah. I'll say, happy dance, happy dance. And so I'll do my little jig, and that kind of cues them to start commenting.
I love that.
Yeah.
They follow her cues. What happens when somebody new comes in? How do you welcome new people, and how do you encourage your people to help them?
Okay, so when I'm all about the number. Some people cover the number. I'm all about the number because the number indicates internet issues, or if there's an influx of people on my show, which then cues me to say, my name is Amy. I'm a consultant with Paparazzi. And then I'll just let them know, if you're new with me, provide me your email through the messenger. That gets you in my system. I don't do postables. I ask people to provide their email. I'll pin to the bottom of my screen my business page so people know where to go to do that. I have great customers who will type out what my policy is. Then I will then pin it to the bottom. My customers are phenomenal. They help me. They always are there to offer help. They'll answer a question for a new customer if somebody has a question. The community is wonderful, and we all work together beautifully. And so new customers get welcomed by me and by everybody else. And inevitably, when somebody new comes on the show, everybody welcomes them. Everybody,
Awesome.
and I think that's awesome.
Well, it's because of your heart. Like, you attract people like you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're gonna have you. So Tony says, can you explain the scroll and roll? So go ahead and kind of like say it a little bit slower and
Sure.
really tell us the details.
Sure. Okay. So if I'm doing a happy dance where I'm saying, let's scroll and roll, that indicates to the customer to start to commenting anything, one words, and you start seeing all the comments in front of you. And then I close my eyes and I take my finger and I go up and down and I pick somebody. Now, here's what I say on my show, because I'm all about being fair. My customers know they can claim only one piece on my show. If I have extras, you can claim extras. I always want to make sure my customers get what they want. That's a big deal. So when I do a scroll and roll and I'm picking somebody, I am always wanting to pick at least one person for the week so that everybody, when I'm invoicing, everybody has a big bag in their bin. So everybody's getting something. There's not one person getting four things. I try to space it out that way so that everybody's got a little goodie in their package that's coming their way every week.
I love it. That's fantastic. And so it's just simple, like you find your way to cue people that that's what you're doing. The way you say it, the actions you take, you might hold something up, you might put on a hat, you might count down, you might sing, a bar of a line of a song. There's a lot of ways you can create, it's your own personal branding with triggering your audience to know that's what to do. So, and her people know to tell them something about their days, a positive word. I always just see loads and loads and loads of positive words and emojis and lots and lots of positive energy, So they know that she needs the positive energy. Anna asked, do you have a YouTube? I'm pretty sure you don't, right?
I don't, no.
Yeah, she's just going live exclusively on her business page. And she just works this 24/7 working her business. She's working to pay her medical bills. Okay. It's like in life. So it's pretty intense, right?
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about one other thing. And then we're going to talk more about systems and overall algorithms in general. But one other thing, so I get this question all the time. I want you to hit the heart button if you relate to this question, okay? And shower me with lots of love. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that is so unique and fun about Amy, people ask me, like, oh my gosh, I get this question almost every single day. When is the best time to go live on Facebook? And especially when paparazzi consultants ask me this, I have a little bit of a chuckle because y'all know, like, Emily will go live at 1 and 2 a.m., Eastern time. She's down in Florida. Somebody else that goes, consistently 8 o'clock every night. Okay. There's all these different times you see people go live that have success. Amy goes live, I believe, correct me, from 7:30 a.m. Pacific time, right?
Between 6 and 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, see, I'm off an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's going live very early in the morning. I'm curious, do you have any idea the percentage of your customers, like, because you're on West Coast and East Coast time? Do you how big is the mix of different time zones? Do you have any idea?
I have most of my customers live on the East Coast, or they live Central, where they're 2 hours ahead. But yeah, and here's what I say about that, if I may, Michelle. Yes. When I'm training and I'm letting people know, because that's a question I get a lot as a leader when new people join the team. I always tell them, you need to go live at on a time that's best for you. Mm-hmm. You want to go live when you're at your best. Yep. And if you overlap with another team member, or you overlap with somebody else in paparazzi, because you want to be the best you can be for your customers. Yep. So I'm an early riser. I get up at 3 every morning. And so I get up at 3, I start my day, get my sets ready, get going. But between 6 and 6:30 is my best time. And so that's the time that I go live. I go live in the afternoon for about an hour if I feel up to it. But I'm a 6:15, 6:30 girl.
Wow. So Debbie, I hope this changes your mindset just a little bit. She says depends on your customers. What we're saying is you're going to find customers at the hour that you go. Yes. Okay. And so it doesn't need to depend on your customers. Mm-hmm. There's always somebody else that will take care of them at that hour. If you can't go that hour, you need to find your people. So I joke, and I don't know if this is accurate, but I always say, Amy must find the people who love Price is Right, who are the would be watching soap operas, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they choose to get on with her or Good Morning America or whatever they might be watching, right? They might have Kelly and who's her co-partner now? Her
Is
show
it
used to
right?
be
Is
Kelly
it
and
Ryan
Regis.
Seacrest?
It
I don't
might
know.
be Kelly and Ryan. Is that what it is? She
Yeah, I
has
don't.
those, right? She has those people who are, up that would be doing those kind of things, but they're choosing to watch her instead. It is about her consistency. If she jumped around 6:30 one day, 9 p.m. another day, noon another day, she'd be all over the place and her customers wouldn't know what to expect.
Yes.
Because her customers know what to expect, because she's built her algorithms in this way, Facebook sharing her out. Think about it. There aren't another hundreds of paparazzi consultants going at the same hour fighting for that time block, right?
Yep.
It's just her. So you guys have got to understand, when you're looking for the magic pill, you're looking for that magic answer of the best time to go. Do you go live on a page or a group or profile? Do you go live every day? How long do you go live? All these things, you're missing the point. It's about consistency and it's about loving on your customers. Okay? Those are the two things. Yeah, you do need to go live a chunk of time. 15 minutes doesn't do it, right, Amy?
Yeah.
How long are your average lives?
It's between 2 and 4, depending on how I'm feeling. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
5 days a week.
And there are times I see her go a second time in the afternoon, but she always goes in the morning, right?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
do you have treatment once a week right now?
Yeah. So I take my chemotherapy orally every day, and then I have an IV infusion on Wednesday mornings. So
Gotcha.
let me just share this. This is all, and if I may, Michelle. So Wednesdays are a busy day for me, and my customers know that because I let them know. Wednesday mornings are a busy morning. I'm invoicing, I'm getting my treatment, and I'm shipping on Wednesdays. If I have time, I'll go live. I do check-ins in the kitchen just to check. I don't. It's not a selling show. It's to check in, and have a conversation that has nothing to do with the jewelry. I do that uh, too, which they like. But here's what I do. I ask them what they like about the show to Michelle, which I think is important because it's good continuity as a leader for training, and it's good for me to know if I'm on the right track and I'm doing what they're wanting. You know what I mean? Right? So periodically I'll say, hey, what do you like so much about the show? Or what, is the time work for you?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yep. When she says she's checking in with him, she's just saying, she grabs her phone, she goes live, she just says, hey, how are y'all doing?
Yep.
And she means it's like checking in with your best friend. That's what she means.
Mm-hmm.
I do a thing called the live check-in. We'll talk about that in a minute. But she's not talking about a business activity. She's talking about a building relationship activity, my friends.
Yes.
She's just saying because she goes live, she's just loving on people.
Yep.
She's just loving on people. It's not, and that has to be part of your marketing, is realize there's times you just love on people. Okay. Right. Anna says, love how humble you are.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
She's incredibly humble.
Thank you.
Oh, this is an interesting question. Hi, Miss Tammy. Miss you, lady. How are you? Tammy asked, do you have a lot of replay shoppers?
I do. I was challenged to get back into sets. So when I first started my business, I did sets. I was like the set queen. I did sets all the time. And then life happened because it takes a little bit, as you well know, if you're in the paparazzi business, to put sets together. I got back into doing sets. Here's a secret sauce. That is what people are claiming on my replays, my sets.
That's interesting.
Yes.
I believe in sets. I am a fierce believer in sets.
Because you want, we're as women, we're visual. And when they see 4 pieces or 5 pieces together, they can think of an outfit and be like, done. Okay, I got that outfit set. Okay, next. And I think doing sets is really important.
I think the other thing is, like, if they have a favorite pair of earrings, but they don't really have a good necklace, it helps them visualize, oh, that's the one that's going to fill in my hole.
Exactly.
Sets are incredibly important. I believe in that so much. Oh my gosh. And I believe in organizing your jewelry by color, not by necklace, earring, bracelet. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I'm like, y'all, no, don't do that way.
Time's a very, very important four-letter word for me. Time.
Mhm.
So I try to do things time efficient, and so that's it. And everybody knows that about me. Like time is a really big deal.
Very
So
big
it's all right.
Don't you also do? I have seen you do this before, but I can't remember if it's recent. You would take pictures of your sets so people could shop the sets as pictures too.
Yeah,
Do you still do that?
I do. Yes, I do. And that's where I'm getting my replay claims is
So
by posting the sets. I'll say, check out my sets from this morning's show. Please claim under the picture. And yeah. And people
yeah,
look for it. They look for that. They'll comment on my lives. Hey, will you be posting the sets after the show? Yeah, I'll be posting the sets after the show.
that's cool. And if you see, this is her kitchen. She has great lighting in here. I
Thank you.
can always tell those pictures have been taken in your kitchen.
Yeah.
I love it. I might have to send you a light box. We've been playing with a light box.
That sounds cool.
A light box. Then you won't have the kitchen stuff around it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just kind of that little step up. It's just really fun.
Sounds cool.
Get outside the box. All right, guys, help us hit 200. We're almost there. We're going to give away 2 gift certificates of $50 towards our programs. Okay, Amy, so let's talk algorithms. Let's talk a little bit more marketing stuff. Okay, so I just want to share with you real quick. We've had a lot of new people jump on. Please follow the instructions down below. Comment #Queen. Someone just said, I want to go check out her live. This is her name, but you're not going to see her lives on her personal profile. And I ask you guys, she's here giving of her time for free. You do not message Miss Amy for free business advice, okay? She just told you time is a very precious 4-letter word. You can message us and we'll give you our tips and tell you about our programs, but you can totally go watch her on her lives, encourage her, pray with her, but please don't ask her for her time. Okay. That's something that we really try to emphasize when we have these amazing guests that come and join us. Okay. So you can go follow her on her personal profile, but when you comment #Queen, you're going to get the link to her business page. So you can go watch her lives because they are brilliant. Okay. So make sure you have the opportunity to do that. Okay. So here's the thing. A lot of you I know are paparazzi sisters. Go ahead and comment Papa and comment 1ST. First, if this is your first time seeing a webinar with me, comment first. So in the past, okay, y'all could go live 30 days in a row and that would up your live numbers. Okay. All of you have probably been given that challenge. Maybe some of you have done it. I would love to know so if you have done or been given that challenge before, comment challenge. Okay. The 30-day go live 30 days in a row challenge. Here's the thing. When you guys see first timers, please welcome our first timers here. Okay. You guys, I cannot tell you how much I just want to wrap my arms around the paparazzi community and help them understand this. Okay. You have amazing leaders. I worked with a lot of awesome ladies in this business. You have fantastic leaders. Most of these leaders started way before COVID. I don't know. There probably is some, but I don't know of too many new leaders in the last year. All of those awesome leaders started pre-COVID 2-3 years ago. Okay. And they're all giving you the advice still of go live 30 days in a row to help your business and help your algorithms. I don't have a single person I've met lately that has told me going live 30 days in a row has increased the number of viewers that they got. They just stayed at the exact same number of viewers, the exact same people were hopping on. And no matter how many days in a row they went live, their algorithms, their audience, their sales did not change. Okay. If you did have it work for you going live 30 days in a row in the last 6 months, high five to you. Okay. I love to be wrong about stuff like this, but almost everybody is telling me I see the same number of viewers and I see the same people over and over again. So if you are seeing the same, you plateaued, you cannot seem to get up off that hump. I want you to comment same, because that is what everyone I work with is telling me. Okay. So we are so blessed. Sometimes I'm like, okay, Heavenly Father, why do I get to know this information? But I understand Facebook. I do a lot of studying about Facebook. Facebook likes to see a couple things. The first and foremost is they like to see one-on-one relationships. Okay. Amy is the walking billboard for one-on-one relationships. Okay. She messages her people. She checks on her people. She responds to comments. She talks to people on her lives. She has intimate relationships with probably at least 50%, if not 80, 90% of her clients. She knows them. She knows. I know when she gets on there, she'll have a piece. She'll be like, Susie, are you on here? Because you're going to like this one. She knows their taste. She knows the struggles they're having. She knows the triumphs they're having, right? From they ran a marathon to they're sick themselves to whatever it might be. She knows their stories. Okay. Now, there is a way to start changing your algorithms and do that more yourself. Okay. So, Amy, just go ahead and tell them just a little bit about how your personal touch, how that has made such a big difference in your sales. If y'all didn't know, Amy averages $25,000 in sales a month, and you range between about 50 and 75 viewers on your lives. Is that right?
Yes.
So, how has your personal touch helped those numbers?
You know, I always say you be you, because everybody else is taken. Really. People, and Michelle, I learned this from you early on. It takes a few touches for people to trust and like you.
Yep.
And so it's important to be authentic. Now, I'm not saying come on a live and spend 10 minutes verbally vomiting about being a Debbie Downer. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
Because nobody wants to hear that. Nobody, because life's hard enough. People don't want to spend time watching somebody complain. So I would advise maybe against that. But to be real, my customers know if I'm not feeling well, if I have to step away to go get sick, they'll be there when I come back 2 minutes later, right? So it's really doing life with these beautiful ladies. And I have a few men that are on my show. I love them to pieces. I love them to pieces. So it's about being authentic. I think that is really important to know, is just to be you. Your customers are smart people. They're going to see through you like a glass of water if you're not authentic and you're not who you say you are. So be authentic. I think that's really important.
Yep.
But most
how do you?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, keep going.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Michelle. Go ahead.
No, you were on track. Keep going.
Well, I lost it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
What kind of little extra things do you do for your customers that just make that little magic touch?
If I know they're going through a hard time, or if sometimes I'll just do blessings. It won't be a scroll and roll. I'll just put that in my pink little sachet bag, and they'll know when they get it that was a gift from me. I just, investing in people is so important. And I talk about this on as a leader on my team. You got to treat people right, because this life is full of people who are treating people not kindly, not right. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. If people are going to spend time with you, you need to make it count.
Yeah.
And then you want to give them a reason to come back. I just think authenticity is so important.
I know you send personal messages to people when you're thinking about them, right?
I do.
You
yes.
reach out to people personally.
Yep,
I've seen you send a lot of gifts that weren't just jewelry. I see you send gifts to people.
I have.
I see you literally send flowers to some people.
I have. Yeah.
I've been the recipient of flowers. Okay. Like, she goes the extra mile. Rather you call it the golden rule, the extra mile. Every religion has their own way of saying it. And then it doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. Like, we all know, like, going the extra mile, right?
Yeah.
Amy's always touching bases with people. Okay.
Well, so here's the thing, Michelle. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
My customers have invested in me. They have invested in me. They pray for me every day. They're putting prayer requests at church for me.
Yeah.
They're lifting me up on my show. And that's the kind of relationship. Now, here's the thing. It didn't happen overnight.
No.
Please know that. It takes, and people don't want to hear the 4-letter word time. They don't want to hear time. They want it now. People want things right now. It takes time to build a community. You know, I was thinking about today, Michelle, and I was thinking about the last 3 years of a little over 3 years of my business. It didn't start off that way.
No.
It did not start off that way. No.
It's amazing how much you've grown.
Yeah, thank you. It's taken time to evolve into what is transitioned now.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing, Michelle, is to be authentic and say what you mean and do what you're going to say. That's a biggie too.
Yep, for sure. Somebody asked about team building. I wrote that down. So when we have Q&A time, we'll come back to that. Okay. So we're going to come back to that at the end. So hang in there. Oh, this is interesting. And this, we're going to plug in our question queen part here. It says, how do you get customers on that personal level if you haven't met them? We haven't met most of our customers. I have had the privilege of sitting down and having dinner with Amy in Vegas. My son and I drove through there. We made a little detour and we went through there and we went and had dinner. So I've had the awesome pleasure of actually hugging and meeting Amy in person.
Yeah, that was
most wonderful. Of my customers we haven't met in person. So what kind of things, I'm going to give them some tips too, but you start. What kind of things do you say to get them to tell you a little bit about them so you get to know them?
And that's another thing is asking questions on your show. I'll ask how the weather is. They all know that I'm into the weather. How's the weather in your neck of the woods? When I'm asking for prayer requests, I'm getting information. My customers are letting me know if they've got an upcoming test, if they're not feeling well, if they've had a death in the family. You want to pay attention to the details.
Yep.
It goes back to investing in your customers. I've met a few of my customers. I had a customer, let me just share this real quick if I may. Lori Giacconi and I met shortly after Donald died in my kitchen at the other house. I met Lori and her boyfriend 2 Thursdays ago when she came to Vegas. I need to tell you ladies, sitting across, Tom and I met her and John for lunch at the Mirage. It was so emotional to meet her because we've had so much life between us. It was so cool to finally meet Lori Giacconi. You know, her mom and her started as a customer way back when. Her mom has since passed away. And she knew Donald and she now knows Tom. And we've done life for 3 years together. And we had the honor and privilege of meeting, which was such a joy. But you want to ask a question. You know, to get information, you need to ask questions. Yep. And so when you're asking who needs prayer requests, when someone is sharing with you, I have an upcoming test coming up. Can you pray for me? That's a little feather in my cap to ask or reach out after my life. Is there anything I could do for you? Would you like to pray? Whatever that looks like. But it's all about emotional investment.
Yeah.
Would you say, Michelle?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I love when I have someone pop on and I've got to coach with them and got to know them a little better. And I'm like, how's your kids? Or how's the trip? Or how, like, oh my gosh, I love when I have that little personal connection.
Yeah.
I used to do all my webinars via Zoom so I could at least see all your faces, and some of you could talk. And I miss hearing you guys' voices. This is one way you guys can share it a lot easier and get the word out more. So we have to do this for now. But you guys, so let me tell you a little bit. If you haven't known, so comment QQ if you've been with me before and you know why being a question queen and training is a big deal. If you've never been here before and you haven't already, comment 1ST. So let me explain a little something to you. The reason why I'm a direct sales and small business guru, and then things happen so well in social media, is 20 years ago, I had this awesome opportunity to work with a gal who taught me how to use questions. They were in home parties, okay? And I was selling scrapbook supplies. And I'd go into people's homes. And, at the beginning, usually people would say, well, tell me your name, where you're from, and how you know the hostess. And I changed mine, okay, to what's your name, where are you from, and what is, if you could preserve 3 memories that you've had in your lifetime with your family and the people you love, if we could just preserve the 3 memories in the next 30 days, what would they be? So they would tell me, and it would take a while. But I would learn all this really awesome stuff about these ladies. Then I would start pulling my stuff out, and I'd pull out this awesome beach set, right? And I'd be like, Susie, you talked about your family reunion at the beach. Here, I want you to see this. Tell me if this would help you preserve those memories. And I could customize my home party every time I did it because of the stuff I knew about them. 10 years goes by. Social media starts. So this is way before social media. I can't imagine what I would have done with a business. I lived in North Dakota. I drove 100 miles one way, 200 miles round trip for almost every party I did. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine what I could have done with social media. So then social media comes along and I start working. So the first company that really started using social media well was Unique. And so I'm working with these gals that are selling makeup. And I taught them, because they were doing the mascara, right? And I taught them, go add on that post that you're like, aren't they cool? Don't my lashes look awesome? Ask how many days a week do you wear mascara? Like, quit only just talking about yourself. Let's ask people questions. Then they did lipstick. And I said, okay, let's put on there, how many days a week do you wear lipstick? And things exploded. Things absolutely changed. This is before you could do Facebook Lives, okay? They had way more comments, way more people to talk to, and it blew up. Fast forward, now we're doing the Facebook Lives, okay? And Amy told you, if you've been listening for a while, she says, I know getting comments makes a difference. Mm-hmm. I know getting comments means Facebook will show my lives to more people. And that's exactly what happens. So you can have things like prayer request and how's the weather? I know one gal, she just always asks, what are you eating for dinner tonight?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, because that comment is often so different. You're probably going to ask, what did they have for breakfast, right? Or what all you're eating while you watch me. Now, I believe in fun. You can add this into it. I believe in fun themes based on what's going on. What's going on right now? Halloween, right? We're moving into pumpkins, fall, Halloween, fall festivals, all those kind of things. I've got 1,000,001 Halloween questions, from on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Halloween, to do you prefer to paint or carve pumpkins, to who are you going to make a costume for, your pet or your kids? I mean, I've got literally hundreds of Halloween questions, okay? In fact, when you comment #Queen, you'll get a link and you can click on it and we're going to give you a whole bunch of questions. And the idea is to have some fun, okay? Don't be talking about sales 100% of your lives. Have some fun with it. I'm sure as it gets closer to Halloween, she's going to be talking to them about who are you dressing up? What does your house look like? What are you going to eat on the night of Halloween to offset the sugar? And that kind of naturally comes up because her customers like to talk to her, right? And she says, what you been doing? They're like, I went to a fall festival last night. Oh, cool. What did your kids dress up as? Okay. It should feel conversational. It should feel like you're going to coffee with your best friend. That's what your live should feel like. So your questions and the way you get more comments should explode. Okay. Now, just so you know, like a few of you I see are logged in as your business page. And we are absolutely fine with you being here as your business page. The problem is Facebook won't let us message you our business page to your business page. So if you go up there to your corner of your phone and switch it to your profile, come back to the live, then comment #Queen, we'll be able to send you the goodies. Okay. We love knowing your business page names and stuff. They're so fun and creative. I just can't message you as a page to page. It's Facebook rules. I would change it if I could. Okay. So make sure you get the goodies, switch over to your profile if you need to. So does that make sense, you guys? There should always be something to talk about. Mm-hmm. Always. Okay. Right now, tonight, you should definitely ask, who do y'all know in Florida? Who do we need to pray for? How is everybody doing? How is your family doing that might be in that area. That's a really good one to talk about because we care, right? We absolutely care. So every single month when you come to these webinars, you can get free questions around whatever the season, holiday, month is. And we try to have a lot of fun helping you have really fun content to ask questions you want to post and stuff like that. Okay. So if you learn something new about questions, about getting more engagement on your lives, comment questions. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. I don't know if she does or not right now. I know she does a lot of motivational quotes. Do you post questions on your business page or personal page?
I do. I'm all about the positivity. I'm all about celebrating positivity. I think we need that. I think we need that in our life, this positivity. I do a couple things. I do a Wednesday Wear It Wednesday post where I'll take a picture of myself.
I love that one.
And I'll say, hey, give me your best smile, and then I'll pick somebody and put a blessing in their bin for the week. That's good on engagement, and it helps with the comments on your business page. On Saturdays, I do a Saturday spotlight. I'll take a picture from the Wear It Wednesday. I'll grab somebody there and I'll do a spotlight, a customer appreciation spotlight on Saturday, and I'll take one of those pictures because I want to honor them with what they look like, and then I'll do a shout out to them and say, give everybody give let's say if it's Mary, let's give Mary the heaven sent welcome and give her some love. I'm all about celebrating my customers. That's really what has worked for me. It's what worked in my heart skill set. It's just kind of how I am.
I totally forgot about your spotlight, which I can't believe I forgot about your spotlight because that is like one of my favorite things that you do. Mm-hmm. Love your spotlight. That is definitely one of my favorite things that you do. That is, I love it. I love it so much. And tons of people comment on that. The whole thing is you need to have things that you're getting comments on. Okay. I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to rip a Band-Aid off real quick. I see a ton of you do this. Happy Monday, happy Wednesday, happy, those don't work. Y'all know you hardly get any comments on that. If you add a question to it, like what did you have for breakfast, or what did you put in your coffee, or what did you do for exercise today? That can kind of work, but switch it instead and start asking fun holiday questions every morning instead of your happy Monday, happy Tuesday. Those don't usually work. Anytime I do like a business page makeover and I look through those, they almost always tank. Okay. You can do stuff that will get much more engagement than those. I know you're trying to be friendly. They are friendly and they're nice, but they get very little engagement most of the time. Okay. There's better things that you can do. All right. Okay. So I'm going to tell you my secret sauce on this. All right. So I told you a lot of you are saying I'm seeing the same people, the same number of people. Okay. So Amy's told you about that one-on-one connection. So the fastest way to change this up is on your personal profile. Even if you're going live on your business page, on your personal profile, you're going to go to stories. So let me show you exactly what I mean by this. I'm going to hold up my phone. Give me one hot second to get here. Okay. So right here where you have stories, okay, we're going to go along here. Let me find a good one to click on. Okay. So here's one about Florida. Okay. And down here, see right here at the bottom, the spot right here, it says send message. I'm going to go through my stories and a minimum of 25 per day. I'm just going to click on this, go down to the bottom here and send message. So she's got her nails done. Your nails look gorgeous. Okay. The one that had the Florida thing, right? I'm going to say, hey, praying with you on that. And every single one of these, I'm just going to talk about what's important to them, meaning whatever the picture is they put there, whether they cooked, whether it's their kids going back to school, whether they decorated their front porch for Halloween, I'm going to send one of these 4 things. I'm going to send some love. I'm going to send them huge compliments, or I'm going to congratulate them for their first 5K, or I'm going to send them love and empathy. Let me say, when you send empathy, please don't share your story, okay? That doesn't show that you're validating them. Just say, girl, I love you. I'm praying for you. I understand this is hard. Thinking about you. Please don't share your story at that moment, okay? And then fourth is to ask a real question. What I mean by that is when somebody gets their hair cut and you live in the same area and this makes sense, ask who cut your hair, okay? If they do a recipe or they cook, ask them for the recipe, okay? If their kids went back to school, ask them how excited were they to go back to school, okay? So all those things, the first three, congratulate, compliment, or empathize, those three things often elicit a thank you. When you message them and they message you back, or we ask a real question, hey, that looks so yummy. I see you put chicken in it. Have you ever tried shrimp? Okay. And you ask a real question and they reply or they say thank you. Guess what happens? When you share your life from your business page to your profile, almost instantly, they'll start being shown your live. And over again, I have had people, I have this gal, Latricia, she's amazing. She had 0 to 1 person on her live for the last 2 years, hasn't done more than $200 a month. Most months it was somewhere around $75. She started working with us. We have this this really awesome program called the 25 Live Club. Our goal for those of you, I want to know, can you comment viewers and how many viewers you average? So viewers, you average 5. Viewers, you average 20. Viewers, you average 50. Viewers, and then how many you average, okay? So she was averaging well under, 1 was her maximum, $75 a month in sales. After doing her 25 stories plus a day, she went up to like 5 or 6 viewers. Now she's up to 12 viewers. This month, so the first month she worked with us, she did $1,000 in sales. She'd gone for 2 years, 2 straight years without even doing $200 a month. The first month she did 1,000. The next month she did 1,000, which was so exciting because that showed this wasn't just a fluke thing. The next month she went to convention and did 1,500. So she had a week off. This month she cleared $3,000 in sales the first time ever. She has record sales right now. Right, Amy? Isn't that just like the best feeling when you get that mojo?
Mm-hmm.
We are so excited for her, and we see this happen all the time. So, my friends, we know what to do for your algorithms. I'm just going to be 100% transparent. Amy has mojo on her business page. When we met her, how to grow your algorithms was different then than it is now.
Yes.
Okay. The things Amy did with us were a little bit different than the advice we're giving now. She has mojo. When you've got mojo, you can keep 75 viewers when you keep consistent. When you're consistent and you're at 0, you keep getting 0 if you don't do anything different. Okay? You have to do something different to get something different. And so there are some new strategies. There are new strategies on how to get Facebook to show your lives to more people. And it's not going live 30 days in a row. Okay? That used to work 2-3 years ago. It does not work anymore. Now, should you go live consistently? Yeah. I think if you want a full-time income, you got to be going live at least 4 times a week. Do you need to go live 7 days a week? No. And what happens on day 23? I'm here, day 23. Okay, let's do this. Like your energy's horrible. Nobody's having fun with you anymore. You're not having fun. Okay. You have to understand, okay, go live 4 days a week. The other 3 days, work your algorithms like crazy, and you're going to do a lot more in sales. Don't go live every day. You can if you want, as long as you're doing the algorithm stuff in addition to that. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's not showing your name. I'm going to see who this is. Let me find this comment. Okay. You guys, you have to understand the way algorithms grow has changed. Okay, has absolutely changed. It's really important to understand this. All right. Now, if you haven't yet, please shower Amy with some hearts.
Thank you.
Okay. So when you ask questions, so not on Reels, Debbie, on stories, love. We're commenting on stories. Oh, it's Dewana! There you are. Okay, I'm like, who is that? Dewana, girl, I get to see you on Thursday. Did you know that? So excited. All right. Okay. So you guys have to understand this. Okay. Things have changed. So if you have an upline who you just love and is an awesome person, but she hasn't heard this new information, go ahead and start a three-way message with me, her, and me, you, and her, or him. And I would be happy to share some information because it is breaking my heart, those that have plateaued. Okay. All right. So somebody just asked the magic question. Do ads really help? And Porter's already asked, yes, but there's a specific way to do it.
That's
okay,
right.
Amy. So you and I have done ads and then this thing called ManyChat.
Yeah.
What have you, we've been running an ad for the last month. What have you seen happen?
A lot of people engaging, which has then added them to my ManyChat, which then they'll be notified when I go live. You see what I mean? So it's a retarget ad that gets in front of people that have already been a part of, who have been on my page. And you do check-ins or you do a giveaway, and that gets people engaged. It connects it to the Messenger and Facebook, which then gets added to my ManyChat, which then they'll be notified when I go live or I do new releases.
Right. So, and the cool thing is you've seen people come back who hadn't shopped with you for a while, right?
Yes, I have seen customers I haven't seen in a while, which has been wonderful.
Yep.
Seen people I haven't seen. I mean, one customer a year and a half. She came back.
Wow.
And she's back connected with the community, which is wonderful. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while, which has been wonderful. Awesome. And getting new customers too, which is always
awesome.
Which is always wonderful.
So new customers and past customers coming back.
Yeah.
So that is one of my expertise. Okay. I have learned how to do ads in a way that works really well for people who go live. Okay. I know how to re-engage them. Let me tell you, when people stop coming to your page, or even your profile for that matter, when they start coming to your page and they're not commenting on your lives or your new releases, here's another big thing. So here's the thing. You can do my fun Halloween questions, or you can do more like Amy, and you can do Wear It Wednesday and then the spotlights on Saturday. The thing is, you have to give people something to comment on other than sold, right? Sold 203, sold whatever it is. Mine, claimed, I don't care what your word is for sold. But when the only thing I see on your business page is live, new releases, live, new releases, and I see this all the time, and you have nothing in there that's loving on people, that's your person. I see you post things about your personal life, right? You'll go to dinner with somebody, or you'll do something with Tom, or right? And you share a little bit about your life, and you ask them questions, and you do your Wear It Wednesday and your spotlight. Yep. You have to have something on there other than that, because your people all get buyer's exhaustion, but they still want to be part of your community. So if you're not having the conversations during your live about Halloween and blessings and whatever you want to talk about, and you're just focused on jewelry, you're going to lose people, because they have to comment on something on your business page to then be shown your next post or live. When they stop doing any comments on your lives or post, about 14 to 30 days, boom, they will not be shown your content anymore. Okay. Sure. So the way I run these ads is we do things like contests. We give away so many pieces of bling. If you're chat culture, we do things like Happy Mail. And to be included in those drawings, they have to sign up for live notices, which there's a fun way now to send live notices via Facebook Messenger. How many of you are here, past customers, and have done many chat with me in the past? So comment MC Past. MC Past. So Amy and I just revamped her mini chat account. Now she has people getting messages via Facebook instead of text message, and it's saving her lots of money, and it's very effective. Like super cool. So Facebook just made a very good change, and sometimes we feel like all Facebook changes are obnoxious. This was a good one. We're like, yay! Okay, Porter, be sure and write down those names for me. People are saying Facebook passed, okay, or mini chat passed. All right, so there's some very, 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 very good changes on mini chat, and I would love to chat with you about that if you've done mini chat in the past. So be sure and let me know, and we'll get you, I can let you know how much it costs and how we can get the updated version for you. Okay, so that's what you and I have been working on this last month, right?
Yes.
So we run ads to her giveaway, and we do it both to people who've ever been on her page in the last year in her past customer list. Then we run ads to a lookalike audience, and we get new customers in. So I have this magic formula. It's all about the audience. So it's actually ManyChat. I kind of say it wrong. ManyChat. ManyChat. Vivian, you have it but never used it. That might be okay. That might be easier to change it up. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what ManyChat is. Some of you got a notice when I went live, either text message or Facebook message. So just comment message if you got that. If you got a notice that said, hey, Michelle and Amy are live, come join us, comment message. Okay. So there, and y'all know when you've been commenting #queen, you got a message from me, comment #queen. Okay. That is ManyChat. When we send out notices, that is ManyChat. You can have a recruiting interview inside your ManyChat. You can have a button when they comment whatever your word is. And then you can say biz info. There's a little recruiting interview that people can go through, and it's all automated. The new releases, you can send out notices, okay? And let people know that, I'm going to put her down right here. She'll be right back. So new releases, you guys, this explodes your sales when you start getting more sales off your new releases and not just depend on the sales on your lives. There are so many good things. Now, I'm going to be telling you about 2 programs today. One is our 25 Live Challenge or 25 Live Club. If you're not at 25 on average viewers on your lives yet, you want to take that and organically learn how to get to 25 plus viewers on your lives and get up to $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 in sales first. That's what Amy did. Then we add things like ManyChat and ads when you get up to at least $2,000 in sales. So let me know how much you do in sales on average per month. Is it 500? Is it 1,000? Is it 2,000? Is it 5,000? How much do you do in average in sales per month? Okay. For giveaways, do you recommend? This might be a bigger question. I may have to answer this at the end. For giveaways, do you recommend for share drawings? Do you recommend for giveaways for people who join? How often do you do a Z? Oh, lots of questions there. Okay. I know Amy doesn't actually do giveaways for drawing or for shares. I believe there's some good ways to do giveaways for shares, but you got to change it up, and you want people to kind of hit that next thing. Oh, you're back. No, you're all good. I just want to give you a little bit of, hi girl. So Janelle's asking about giveaways. Do you give away Z bracelets for any particular reason? Did you get any this year?
I did. I got a bunch. I do a Z giveaway or a Z bracelet giveaway on my opportunity events. So when I
Ah,
create an event on my page to build excitement for the opportunity event, I'll say, you need to be present to win. I'll be blessing somebody with a Z necklace or Z bracelet uh, um, at my next opportunity event. I do that for my opportunity events.
interesting. So
Yep,
only for recruiting.
usually. Or if something comes on my show, if something happens where, you know, if somebody needs a boost or if somebody needs something, it's where whatever the Holy Spirit moves me to do. I mean,
Love
I've
it.
been known to do that on a live, to bless somebody with a bracelet, but I try to keep those. I do them for team building for my. I bought them for team building for my team because I do weekly challenges on my team, which sometimes
Ah,
they'll earn a Z bracelet of their choice.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. So every leader, I've heard so many unique ways to strategize and use those Z bracelets. You just want to make it like it's something that's really going to benefit you. Okay, think
Mhm.
about what's going to be the win-win because it's almost like their payment, right? They need to give you something to get the bracelet. It's not cash because that's against compliance. That's not what I'm saying. But there are ways to do that. Okay. So I'm curious. A couple of you are saying your sales numbers are down. If you have, if your sales have dropped more than $1,000, like over the last 6 months or year, okay, just comment the word drop. I'm very, very curious. What is StreamYard? I don't actually use StreamYard. This thing is called Be Live TV. That's what I use. You don't have to use things like this to sell, but it's totally up to you. They're fun. Um, oh, that's so cool. You just want a Z bracelet. Awesome. So let me just tell you, I have so many people that I've worked with, especially in paparazzi, who say their sales have dropped, and they come to our 25 Live Club, and within a month or two, we're back up to what they were. Amazing. There was who was it? Shoot, last night we had a 25 Live call, and there was a gal. She had said her live and her sales were down for like the last year. She was on week 3 with us. Her sales were up to the numbers that they were from a year ago, just working the 25 Live Club in 3 weeks. Okay. Like you have no idea how excited I get about that. That we know the secret sauce. Okay. Like the fact that we know what to do. And then I always ask them, are you spending more or less time on Facebook? And they're like, no, less time. My sales are up and I'm spending less time on Facebook. We're like, yes. Okay. Like they're not words to express how important this is to me. I do not want to sell you stuff that's like busy work and works for some people. Like this works for everyone who follows the instructions. Okay, it's really, really awesome. It's so exciting. So exciting. Okay. Um, alrighty. So ManyChat is a program. Again, you want to make sure your algorithms are high. The better your algorithms are, the more ManyChat will help you. If you have 3 people on your live, you only get 3 people signed up for ManyChat. You only have the same 3 people to remind. You've got to get your organic reach up first, then you add ManyChat. If you're already at 5, 6, 10,000 plus a month, absolutely do ManyChat and ads now. Okay. But if you're not anywhere close to 2,000, you don't want to do that quite yet. Okay. All right. So we're going to tell you all about the 25 Live Club. So just be thinking about this, Amy, while I tell them about the 25 Live Club. Okay. So 2 questions. Okay. So I'll have you answer this after I tell them about these 2 programs. One, they want to know any thoughts you have on team building. And then they want to know if you choose to use albums on your business page. So think about that.
Okay.
Okay. And they also want to know like how you choose to do giveaways. And if you do anything with share. I know that you answered earlier you don't do giveaways for shares, but I know you do some giveaways for other things. So those are 3 things she's going to share with you. So don't go anywhere. Okay. Oh, yes. Hello, darling. I know the 25 Live Club is awesome. If you're in the 25 Live Club, tell them why you love it. Okay. You guys, this is so much fun. So, 2 ways you can get this link. I'm going to pop it up in the comments, and you can click on the link and go and buy it. You can also comment #Queen, and you're going to see the button that says program options. You can click on that. But the first 20 people who buy this, and it's going to go really fast. You guys, there's 150 of you on here. The first 20 people who buy this program are going to get this huge $147 bonus. So you want to click on it quick, okay? So I'm going to pop this thing up. This is called the 25 Live Club. The 25 Live Club is 100% focused on, and it doesn't matter if you're paparazzi, if you're a boutique, chocolatier, if you choose to go live to promote your business, this will help you. We have people from Tastefully Simple. We have people from Pink Zebra, Mary Kay, all sorts of different businesses take this program, okay? This is all about increasing your live numbers from where you're at now to 25 plus. If you're at 25 right now, we're going to get you to 40, okay? So wherever you're at now, but what I have found is 80-90% of the people that come to me are struggling to get to 25. And when you get to 25 and you're doing at least 3 lives a week, you're hitting that 3,000 to 5,000 plus in sales a month. What does that mean? You pay your car payment. You pay off your credit cards. You put your daughter in that extra dance class you wanted. You end up with better financial security. I don't want you to be on survival mode or barely breaking even and only getting your own personal discount. I want you making real money. Okay, so I want you to comment $ if you are here to learn how to make real money, because this is where it's at. You can do this as a hobbyist. I don't care. I love you no matter what you do. You each have your own goals. But if you're like, no, I need to make that $5,000 in sales a month because I need to bring $2,000 in, then you need to invest in things like this, okay? So this 25 Live Club, let me tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get these 25 sets of videos that are pre-recorded. As soon as you buy it, you can then go to, you're going to get an email. It's going to have a magic link in there. You click on it. You can watch all those videos today if you want, okay? You get instant access to all this awesome ideas on how to grow your business organically, okay? Then you're going to get to come meet with me every single week for 12 weeks on Zoom. It's on Tuesdays. If you're East Coast, it's 11:30 a.m. and 8 p.m. I'm Pacific time, so it's 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. my time. You can tell me your time zone. I can tell you what time it's at. And you get this awesome accountability. You get to meet with, it's about 20 other people. It's between 10 and 20, depending on the day. 10 to 20 other awesome people who have similar goals that you have. The energy is awesome. The accountability is awesome. We help you go through those videos and really customize your organic reach. And we hear their awesome success stories, you guys. And we focus on mindset. We focus on goal setting and mindset because I cannot out-train your stinking thinking. So I focus on how to work on that mindset when you're down, when you're frustrated. And we work on business techniques. It is so much fun. So it's $347 one payment, or you can do 4 payments of $97. So you only have to come up with that $97. Think about this for a minute. If you did an extra $1,000 in sales this next month, that means you make about $450. The first month it's done. It's paid for. Everything after that is gravy. This gal, she did $1,000 in sales, another $1,000 in sales, $1,500 in sales, now $3,000 in sales. So she's up by $6,500 in sales in 4 months when she couldn't get over $200 in sales for over 2 years. Do you think $6,500 in sales is worth $350? You should if you can do basic math, okay? It's just numbers, you guys. This is an amazing course. We have seen so many awesome things happen from this. So you click on the link, you get signed up. The first 20 people will get, remember I told you got to have those fun questions. So you can post fun questions on your profile, your group, your business page, in your stories. We give you a whole year's worth. It's 147. Oh, it's actually story images. They're long rectangular ones because you want to get as many messages as you can in your stories, in your messenger. That will up your algorithms. You will get a ton more sales, a ton more customers. Okay. I can't even tell you like how awesome this is. So you're going to get that for free when you're one of our first 20 people. Let me put that link up one more time, or comment hashtag Queen. That should send you a message. In that message, you want to click the button that says program option. Now, if you're an Android, you need to go down and click the little smaller kind of rounder button. If you're iPhone, you can click the one that's up on top. There's a little Android issue right now that we're working with. So, and I just popped the link up for you in the comments. Hopefully that's showing up. There's also a pinned comment that has a link in it you can click to get the program options. Porter, do you see the links popping up? I don't know if I see them popping up. Oh, the last live we did, Facebook didn't show our links. Hopefully they're showing them this time. There's a pinned comment. There's a pinned comment. You guys see the pinned comment? Go there and click that bit.ly. It says https bit.ly. Click on that. That will take you to the program options too. Yay, Felicia! Okay, so those of you that are over the $2,000 in sales a month, okay? And you've heard us talk about ads and ManyChat. It's ManyChat, ManyChat, okay? So what I want you to do is comment hashtag MC, hashtag MC. We've got Felicia in, Janet in, Margaret in. You guys, these are going to go crazy fast, okay? Yay, Janet, awesome. Marnie, awesome sauce. Is she on your team?
No, I'm just.
You're just excited for her? I'm glad.
Oh, yeah.
So fun. You guys, we're going to have a blast. Jeanette is in. Okay. Duchess, yay, hello. Okay. So those of you that are over 2,000 in sales a month and you're interested in the ManyChat and ads, comment hashtag MC. Hashtag MC. Then I know to follow up with you. So let me tell you what we have for you guys. Okay, so we have this. Now, you can work with me one-on-one. Amy chose to work with me one-on-one. Do you want to tell them a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm better on Michelle knows this about me. I'm better on a one-on-one. So Michelle and I have a standing appointment every week where we get together, we Zoom, and we go over what we need to take care of for the week. It's very specific. I've got time with the guru here, which is always a pleasure. And we go over things. I write my notes. We get it done. We confirm, and then we meet up the following week. So I'm just better. I'm a one-on-one person to begin with, so I'm better in that environment. And so that's why I choose to do that with Michelle, which is awesome.
Love it. If you're not finding the link to the 25 Live Club, what I want you to do is comment just 25. I'm going to work very hard to send you a private message from our account. I just got to get to the right place to do that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to, yay, Jessica. Awesome. Oh, I love it, Miss Felicia. Okay, so I see Celeste And then I saw somebody else. Okay, lots of us. Hashtag Queen or MC. Rachel, give me just one hot second here. There's a couple of you not finding the link. I promise we're going to get to you. Okay, so we have this awesome class. And like I said, there's 2 different options on how to take this class. You can do one-on-one with me. Usually, if people, okay, there's 2 scenarios I see. You're somewhere between $2,000 and $5,000 in sales a month, and you work a full-time job. Okay, that's the one scenario I see when people want to work with me one-on-one. The other scenario I see is when somebody's doing 10,000 plus in sales a month, and let's see here, and they're like, I have more money than time. Okay. Otherwise, it can be a very, very good fit for you to instead. Oh, why is Facebook giving me a bad time? Instead, to do a class style. Okay. A class style can be an awesome, awesome, awesome way to do it because it's a little less money. So when you have more time than money, okay, then you take the class style. Okay. Does that make sense? So those are the different ways that we handle this. Okay. So if you're interested on the one-on-one, because you're like, no, I really like, I have very limited time. And like Amy said, she's like, time is her precious 4-letter word. Okay. So when that is happening for you, right, then you might want to comment one-on-one if you want to talk to me about that option. Okay. Otherwise, if you're like, I need the cheapest version, I'm at 2,000, but I don't have a lot of extra money. We want to talk about this class style. Okay. So this one, you're going to get a bunch of recorded videos. I'm going to build out your many chat. Okay. So I want you to think about this. Amy, go ahead and tell them, if you had to build your many chat from scratch, what would that, you saw the look in her eyes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I'm so grateful that Michelle and her team do that for me. Yeah. There's a lot of thinking involved.
Yeah.
No, you want to go, if you can, you want to be able to pick the option where they do it for you. Right, Michelle? And then, because when I took the mini chat 3 years ago, in the class, it takes a minute. It's not undoable, but there's a lot of thinking involved with mini chat. And then when the light bulb comes on, you're good to go going forward. There's just some learning to it. Worth it though.
Yes. And so the cool thing is we combine the mini chat together with the ads, because the idea is when you run this ad, you get more people into your mini chat. Okay. So we put these 2 things together, and it's awesome how well it works. All right. So you're going to get all these recorded videos, and I'm going to build your mini chat for you. And then the videos basically teach you how to, for lack of a better word, turn things on, how to make it so your messages go out to say, hey, I'm live, come join me. It makes it so that you can send notices out, let people know that you're live, how it connects to things, and we'll talk to people while you're live. There's all this automation that we set up for you that is just fantastic. And then we're going to teach you, okay? So Marcia, there's an upsell. You can buy our stories training, learning how to make your stories from scratch. It's an awesome training. It's a $247 value. You can buy that as an upsell for $97 when you buy the 25 Live Club. It's awesome. You will love it. Bretta, I'm so glad to see you. I'll send you a message, love. Okay, and comment 25 if you still need the link. I just did message quite a few of you. So the 25, the mini chat class, you're going to get a bunch of recorded videos. I'm going to build your mini chat account for you, teach you how to use it. Then you're going to come. So on Tuesdays at 10:30, 9:30 Pacific time. So that's 12:30 Eastern time. There's 1 hour a week. You get to come for how many weeks did we say, Porter? Is it 6 or 10 weeks? You get to come and meet with me and you're like, okay, I got a little stuck here. What can I do here? Help me build this ad. I have this idea. And there's something I want to tell you about, okay? Have you guys ever done an event on your business page? So on your business page, you can build an event. Most people said, I did it. It didn't do anything. Well, I teach you how to run an ad to that in a way that gets your past people back. So that's the first ad I suggest you start with. Then we do your giveaway ad. Then you can start also doing things like product ads and recruiting ads and all kinds of things. It's amazing what happens. We re-engage your past people. Remember, if they stop commenting on posts, this reaches out to them because we paid Facebook. Facebook, go show all my followers this ad, because they're not showing it to them organically. So we get them re-involved, we get them to comment and stuff. Now they start seeing your lives and we get them signed up for mini chat. So then we stay in front of them. That keeps your live viewer numbers up. It's so cool. Mm-hmm. Then I help you build what's called a lookalike audience. Every company has this, like, people are like, do an ad this way, target this group of people. And then you all end up targeting the exact same group of people and your ad cost goes way up and it totally messes things up when there's like hundreds of you doing the same thing. So I download your customers. We create a lookalike audience together. So like all of you, like you might have more customers that are like empty nesters. You might have more customers that are really strong Christians. You might have more customers that, I mean, you all kind of attract a group of people. You don't all just attract people who like jewelry. That's not half of why people are there with you. They like you, okay? So we find more people like you. We stop overlapping your audiences and keep your cost of your ads down versus when you all target the same people. Like the big one right now is online shopping and everybody's using that. And I'm like, you guys just skyrocketed your cost per person, okay? It's really, really smart how well it works. So all that's going to be included in this. It's $597, or there's a 4-payment program, and we're going to walk alongside of you. So this is the cheaper version of it, and there's a monthly payment. You can totally do that. But if you'd rather work one-on-one with me, just comment one-on-one and we'll have a conversation. Okay? So get signed up for the mini chat class because we want to get you to that 5,000 mark with the 25 live club. When Miss Amy took it, it was called Social Media 101. So the class has updated. We have newer information that is accurate to what Facebook wants you to see. But the mini chat and ads class is the same as what you took, except you did one-on-one instead of the class style, right?
Yes.
Okay. So any other thoughts on why you think people should do mini chat or the ads class?
I'm all about getting the word out. I'm all about letting people know what's going on. And that goes back to being consistent. People need to know where to find you. And that's why if you're going live at different times of the day continuously, or you're not consistent, people are not going to know where to find you. And so the mini chat is great because it sends out the notification when you've got a consistent schedule, because I think consistency is like flour for a cake recipe. It's a non-negotiable. It's got to be done. Yep. There's no way around it. But no, mini chat was a major game changer for me. It definitely took the business from here to here. I mean, there was a tremendous growth in my business, which it is continually growing because of the retargeting ads and the lookalike audience.
And it saves you time, my friends. Like,
yes.
You go work really hard to message people and keep your organic reach. Like, you could totally do that, okay? But sometimes there just isn't time to do that. Does that make sense? Vivian, if you have the last mini chat training, you can do an updated version that's discounted. So all you want to do, like if you commented #Queen and you got a message from us, Vivian, say, hey, I did the mini chat class before. I need to know what my options for the updated version is. So we do have those of you that have taken it in the past. In fact, if you click on the program options, you'll see at the end of the list, it'll say updated mini chat. There is one that you can go sign up for. You know what? Don't ever worry about who your upline is, Debbie. Don't ever, because everybody has different uplines. Some have rockstar uplines, but almost every leader I've worked with hardly ever has a rockstar upline. Usually they just had grit and they decided to make it work and figure it out themselves. So don't overthink that. I promise you. Like, you can purchase training and you can work with really good people. It's not about your upline if you're successful or not. I promise you.
That is the truest thing I know, Michelle. That is the truest thing I know.
Go ahead and chime in on that.
The person I signed up under, let me put it this way. When I started my business, Donald and I were doing it together until he passed away. And then I just ran with it. I was honored and blessed to meet my 3-tier upline, Brianna Moody, who is my leader, who I call her my leader. She is my leader. And a year in the business is when I started working with her. And we started talking about team building, and we started talking about my business. But the first year in my business, I chose, it was my decision to go to do it myself. Resourced, I YouTubed, I did all the legwork myself. I was not dependent on an upline to get me from point A to point B. I went in and I did it. I just said, okay, I need to learn how to do this. And that's how I am as a leader. I'm very big about, don't be so reliant on me. You need to learn how to be reliant on yourself. I'll be here for you. I'll always be here for you. But you've got to make that first move, because that's where the power is knowledge. And there's so much of it out there. YouTube, Google. I mean, it's all out there. I know that because I did it for the first year of my business. You know, I'm speaking from my own experience. I was ready to reach out to my upline. She was always there. Mm-hmm. It was my decision. So a year into the business is when I started reaching out to Brianna, and then we started having a worker relationship. And it's been awesome ever since.
I love it. I love it. So you're going to find, and here's the thing, if you're not ready to buy training, I have tons and tons and tons of lives that are recorded, and I have stuff about recruiting and stories and reels, and guys, feel free to go to that video section and watch stuff. You're going to get more from the paid version, but you can up your sales and get to a point where you feel like you can afford training with these kind of things. Okay. In fact, I just remember we had one more thing to share with you. That's called, we have a 25 live challenge for some of you that are like, you know what? I just met you. Do I really trust you? Or some of you like, I need a reboot, Michelle. Like, I've done stuff with you before, but I need a reboot. Now let me see something here. There are only 5 25 live club members left to get that bonus. Okay. So we've already had 15 sign up. I told you it would go fast. All right. Miss Kizzy, you're actually on here live, just so you know. People will eventually watch the replay, but right now we're still live. Yeah, totally feel free to watch the replay. Would love for you to get on information. All right. All right, so let's get some people signed up for mini chat. You guys, this is an awesome class. If you're at 2,000 or more in sales and you're like, I need some automation, I need to make sure people know about my lives. I've had people here, where are they at? I can help you get them back. Okay, that is one of my niches. I will help you get your past customers back. It's amazing what you can do with a simple ad and with some technology. Okay, so you can do the payment plan. Is it $167 a month? I've like covered this up. or $597. You're going to love this program. You're going to see some awesome things happen. Some of you may want to work one-on-one with me, and we'll have a chat with those of you who want to do that. Okay. Amy, do you want to, so team building, do you want to give them some thoughts on team building real quick?
So team building, and here's the thing about team building. The first year of my business, I had a lot going on. My second year is when when the team started building. And we're 42 strong now, 2 years into the business. And this is what I say about team building. You want to be available. You want to make sure that people know what they need to be doing. But this is what I've learned about a leader. And there's some people on my team right now that are on here. And so, because you've heard this before, as a leader, we're here to motivate, offer resources, be of support. The motivation has to come from the person who is running their business. There's got to be some motivation from them. Our responsibility, this has been my experience, our responsibility as a leader is to walk alongside them and help them as they grow and answer questions and have resources. I say this a lot in my team chat, in my team group. I'm available, I'm available, I'm available, I'm available. It's up to the team member then to reach out and say, this is what's going on, I need some help. Because, as a leader, we're not mind readers, right? So I think being available to your team is very, very important. Do I have a lot going on in my life right now? Yes. Who doesn't? But I take my leadership very seriously. And I think it's important to be of service to your team, but to make sure you're offering them ways of them getting their information too, instead of them being solely reliant on you. As a leader, we're not here to run their business. We're here to add value to knowledge, business tools, what have you. And I stand on that. I do. I just know when I first started and I did not have the leadership, some by choice, some not by choice, I had to figure it out. And so because I had to figure it out in the beginning, I want to be of service to the team now because I know what that felt like, not having that core around me. So being available is very important. And then being knowledgeable about what's going on with the business, if it's paparazzi or if it's another business. You want to make sure that you're adding value on your team page always. Making sure that if something's dropping for the day, make sure you post it. Make sure you're encouraging your team. We do weekly challenges. I'll start on a Friday. It'll go for a week. I'll let them know what the prize is. And every week we do a team challenge. And people participate. And then I draw a name the day before. And then I post the next challenge. You want to keep people excited about what they're doing in their business. Does that make sense?
I love it.
Yeah, and not everybody is like that. There's different people with different skill sets. I'm all about giving tools and then saying, here we are, this is what's going on. And because I think information is power. I think being able to obtain information if I'm not available is important to be able to offer resources to get there.
I love it. I love it. Marcia, just so you know, I do see that you paid for the 2 programs. You did the 25 Live Club and you did the upsell on the stories. If you're not seeing the email from us, please check your junk email. It looks like your email is probably put in correctly. Give it a little bit. We send 3 emails knowing some go to junk. So watch for one of those to come through. If you still don't see it within the next hour, please send us a message with the email that you did want to get. You put in a Yahoo email address just in case you have multiple and maybe you happen to be checking a different one. That happens with some people. So send us the email that you should have gotten your receipt to, and we'll double check that. But there's a chance it's probably in your junk mail. Okay. Yay, people signing up. All right. Any thoughts on recruiting in general besides team building?
I'm if you're thinking about joining the business, you always want to know what your why is. Now, my
Mhm.
why of why I've joined this company has changed 8 times now in 3.5 years.
Wow.
You want it to change because life just works that way. So
Yep.
you always want to make sure that your why is right here because that's your motivating factor. You should have a why in everything that you do. I mean, that's kind of what gets you from point A to point B. But I just think it's important when you're actively recruiting to make sure that everybody understands what their why is
Yep.
and to be realistic about the company expectations. That's really important. Make sure you're going over what's compliant, what is required of you, and just offering, whatever you need to get them going and get them where they need to be.
I love it. So smart. So find out people's why.
Mhm.
Go to our videos, you guys. I have an amazing recruiting program that asks people a lot about their life and what they need, which is usually their whys. I have a very good system for asking questions that will help reveal that on people. Because most people, when you say, what are your whys or what are your goals? Most people are actually too fearful to say their goals, even if they actually know what they are. And other people are like, what do I dare say my goal is? And you can't say, this is why I'm doing it and expect them to have the same why. I mean, think about most people don't have Amy's story, and you're like, I'm doing this to pay off my cancer treatments.
Mhm.
That's not going to be most people's why. That's going to be a small percentage. So, it's one of those things you just got to understand. Okay. You need the recruit. Latricia, send me a message. Porter will get you the link for that. Are we still do jewelry party? Debbie, can you expand on that question for me? Okay, next question was, do you do albums on your page? Answer that, and then I'm going to tell people about our live challenge that they might want to sign up for.
Okay. When I first started, I did, but like I mentioned, time's a big 4-letter word. And albums sometimes takes time because you're downloading things. So what I do is I go live. I do a post in the morning, letting people know what time I'm going to be live and doing some form of encouragement. It's all under one post in the morning, letting people know where to find me, what time I'm going to be on. Then I do new releases after 12. In between, I might do a post in between. After my live, I'll post whatever my sets are for the day on my business page. And I'll just say, check out my sets for the day, claim under the picture.
But you
That's
just
how
do photos in a post. You don't do an actual album, right?
No, I don't do albums. No, I'm doing a review of a live. Everybody shops differently. Like Michelle, you had mentioned that earlier. Some people don't have time to watch a live. Some people just want to shop new releases.
Yep.
People want to shop by pictures. So
Yep.
I try to keep things open for everybody's taste.
Exactly. So Amanda says, I received the second email. Is that okay? Yes, Amanda. So every email has a thing in it called the magic link. The magic link at what takes you in and logs you into the program. You just need one email that has that link. Click it. All the information's in there. So that's all you need. That's literally why we send 3 different emails, is so that you get one of them, because God bless Yahoo, Gmail, all those things. We love them, but dang it, they go and hide things for us. So we put different things in there, hoping that they won't hide all 3 of them that we send. So you just need one of them is all. So you're good to go. All right. So I'm a little worried I'm tiring you out. I do have some.
Oh, no,
Are
I'm
you
good. Yeah, I'm sitting down, so that's good.
okay?
No, I'm good. Thank
Great.
you, Michelle, for asking.
You guys, please tell her thank you for being here, because she's awesome. All right. One other thing I want to share with you that some of you are going to be like, that's what I need. I know there's some of you that are kind of holding out, and you're like, I don't know really what the best thing is for me. I don't know if I should take this training from Michelle, or I've taken training from Michelle. I need a reboot. I did the social media 101. What's different now? Like, there could be lots of things. You could be brand new to the industry, or you could be, I was just doing it as a hobby. I'm now ready to make it a business. There are a lot of reasons. Okay. And for whatever reason, this link doesn't seem to be posting up, but I'm going to tell you what this is. And you can go back into your program options and select this, okay? All right, so this right here is called our Lives Challenge, okay? It's just a 14-day course. We send you an email every single day for 14 days with a short video. It's between usually 5 to 7 minutes, and it gives you another tip on how to organically increase the numbers on your lives. We have seen so many people like double and triple their numbers just in the 14 days with this. Now, these are just a few little ideas, and after the 14 days, you don't have access to these videos anymore. The 25 Live Club, you get these 12 ideas. Those 12 ideas you get to keep forever. You get to come meet with me every week for 12 weeks, okay? This gives you 2 weeks on Zoom with us where you come in a group and you can ask a few questions. But if you just need to get your feet wet, or if you're like, I just absolutely can't afford 97 right now, or you just met me and you're like, really? Does she know what she's talking about? Which it's your money, time, and heart. You should wonder if I know anything, okay? It is your job to do that for your life, right? So this is only $29. So it's this awesome 14-day challenge. If you are sitting on the fence, if you're like, well, like, sounds like it could be a good idea, maybe I'll watch some more of our webinars. Guys, jump in and do this this live challenge with us. It's just 14 days. It's great. Like, if another big thing is, if you're like, I'm just not consistent, you're going to get an email from us every single day with the video. You're going to get more consistent because you're like, Michelle's going to message me. I got to go do what she said to do. So there's so many fun things about this. This is an awesome, awesome program. If you're like, I just need a reboot. I need some extra belief. Okay. If you know holiday season is here and by December, you want to triple your sales in general, like, you want to do the 25 Live Club. You get what you pay for. Okay. But this will help you reboot. This will help you get back in front of your past customers. Everyone that did the challenge told me they got a couple new customers in those 2 weeks. When was the last time you had a new customer? If you haven't had a new customer, even in the last 30 days, I'm telling you, take this live challenge. You're going to see some people come back and then a couple new customers come. It's awesome. And then a lot of you have made enough money that you're like, I'm ready for the 25 Live Club now. Okay. This is a great way to jump in there. Okay. So you can go back to your program options, just swipe, you'll find the live challenge and click on that. Normally I just pop up the link. I don't know why Facebook is giving me such a bad time today. God bless Facebook. I love it because it's free. We're going to always bless Facebook because we do appreciate it. And then the other thing is there's only 4 spots left. If you want the whole year's worth of images for stories, which is $147 value, I have 4 spots left. Okay.
So can I say something?
Please.
Like I shared in the beginning about when I first met Michelle and I took it to the table, because whenever we took it to the table, that was always our discussion time, that my sweet silver fox and that's what I called him because he had really cool silver hair. Anyways.
I love it.
He said, if you want to invest in your business, you need to do it. You need to do it. Do it. Take the chance to do it. Think about the business. Think about how serious you are about this business. And you know what? I'm so glad he did that. I'm so glad that he had the fortitude to say, go for it. Because when he passed away shortly thereafter, and I had this great training that I paid for, that I took a leap of faith and said, I've got to invest in this business and work with the people that know what they're doing, because I don't. It was the best decision, one of the best decisions I've ever made in my business.
Wow.
So if you're on the fence or you're wondering, I don't know, just it is so worth it. It is so worth it, because we all have a skill set. We all have a skill set.
I love it. I love that. I love your heart. Absolutely love it. Okay. Thank you for saying that. And, isn't that awesome that you had someone that believed in you
Yes,
to like give you that nudge?
yes.
We want to be that person for all of you today. We want to give you that nudge to realize that when you invest in yourself, you're investing in your whole future and the people you love in. Okay. Those people you love on, and you want to change their life with extra income that you bring in. And you guys, it's amazing what you can do. And I love what it has done for my kids and how they see me be an entrepreneur and their belief in themselves and the books I share with them. And like, there's so many things that it just goes out to. And there's one other thing I want you to think about. Okay. I'm going to tell you what I don't share this all the time, but it just popped on my heart. So I felt like there's somebody here that needed to hear this. So we have 4 children. We've actually had 5. We had one that passed away, didn't have kidneys when he was born. We've learned a ton from it. I have a very strong belief in a life after this one. I would never wish that challenge away. I would never wish it on any of you, though. It's pretty rough. And, you're doing your best, right? Finances were crazy tight. If any of you have ever had the night where you get woken up because you're like worried about paying for something, just comment sleep. My first goal in my business was to sleep. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. I don't sleep a lot of hours. That's by choice. I decide, I kind of figured I will sleep when I'm dead. But when I was asleep, I wasn't going to be woken up with worry. Okay. I wasn't going to be woken up, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay for that bill? Rather, money was just extremely tight to pay the regular bills. I have a son that needed a ton of speech. He had an auditory delay. We now better understand he has autism and all sorts of things. So we pay for extra things for his autism and the life that he's going to have. That's, extra money. I like having a reliable car. I lived in North Dakota where, 9 months of the year is winter, and if you don't have a reliable car, basically you could die. Okay. I wanted a certain kind of house for my family to be comfortable because I like to host and I like to make other people feel important. I wanted to sleep soundly. That was my first goal, was not to worry anymore, that the basics were covered. Then after I got that, I love to travel. I wanted to give my kids experiences that they only have if we went somewhere besides the, places I could drive to. And so then we started doing that. Okay. If you are tired of either not giving your family the experiences or yourself, I love to travel just for me too. I'm just going to say it. Whether you want to give yourself or other people you love experiences, or you just want that security, okay, that not worrying, the basics are covered. You can sleep soundly. There's a little extra money. If the dishwasher breaks down, it sucks, but you're not going to lose sleep over it. I want that for you like I want air, because I knew how badly I wanted that. Okay. If that is a similar place you're feeling, you understand. My husband had been unemployed for a year. It'd been just after September 11th. I had this coach I really had liked. I'd seen her at a leadership conference where my company paid. I looked into her to see if she had any trainings, and it was $300. This was 20 years ago. I asked her if I could pay it in 2 installments because that was almost all that was left in my account. And I paid for this training. It changed my life because I learned how to ask questions. Okay. I have been at that crossroads multiple times. I know that making this decision is hard, but I'm telling you, we have so many people that can tell you their life and their business has changed because they chose to learn the things that somebody else knew that helped them do the goals that they had. There's definitely YouTube videos. You can watch all my videos. There's a few things you're going to get when you get paid training versus just on live videos. But this time is money. So the faster you can get it, the more customized we can make it for you, the better. The other experience is, my gal Sidrid, right? Sidrid. And so she was telling me every Monday her live numbers were really down. And so she was on our coaching call. She was on our 25 Live Club. And we're talking about her live numbers being down on Mondays. And somewhere in there, she told me she takes Sundays off. I don't message people. I don't post. I don't do anything on Sundays. It's just me and my husband and God. That's awesome. But her algorithms were down because she did nothing on Sunday. She still does nothing on Sunday. You know what she does now? She gets up an hour early on Monday. She doubles her messages. She schedules posts to post on Sunday, so she still doesn't have to get on. They're just posting. And she puts a little more effort in on Monday morning. She still takes Sundays off, and now her live numbers are up on Mondays. If I wasn't talking to her on Zoom, I wouldn't have been able to give her that customized device, which is this, that's the kind of thing that Amy and I have done, right?
Yes.
She chooses to go early in the morning. When we do her live check-ins, which is this way to engage your audience before you go live, okay, like hers go at noon. All my other customers go early in the morning because I'm working on her next 24 hours until she goes live at 6 a.m. I have to give her different advice than I give some other people. When you come work with us, I can give you that customized advice. Okay? And Latrice, you guys, this gal right here, she's my walking billboard of this, you guys. She has hustled, and the cool thing is to see her belief. Her belief has completely changed from 4 years ago. Girl, we need to have you on as a guest again. Her belief in what she can do, and she just hit $3,000 this month in sales. Okay? I can't even tell you how excited I get for you. All right? So that's what I want for you, is to have that peace and know you can take care of things. Amy works every day to have the peace of, I can pay for that cancer treatment and that, it's not called a test. What's it called? Trial.
Yeah, the clinical trial.
Clinical trial, right? Any last thoughts, Amy? Please let us know if you need a link on the challenge, comment challenge 25 or mini chat.
If you're discouraged, or you're feeling like you're going down the same road and nothing's changing and all of that, keep going. There were times in my life, these last 3.5 years, where I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to put on my makeup and do my hair, but I put my makeup on and do my hair every single day. You know why I do that? Because I do that for me. I can't control my cancer. I can't control how much it's going to cost. I can't control if it's going to go away or if it's going to come back. But what I have control over is how I'm going to respond to it. We all have that control. How we're going to respond to anything, the good, the bad, the ugly. Don't be a victim of your circumstances. Learn from them. Take something away from it. And then implement that into what you want to do. I have people say, how do you do it? And I say, well, it's a non-negotiable for me. It's a non-negotiable for me. So if you're on the fence, you're wondering what's going on, why things aren't working, invest in yourself. You got to spend money to make money. Go to the people that go to Michelle and her team that know what they're doing. They've done years of research and all the work.
Yep.
And then that will allow you to focus on what you need to do. But you're worth it. Don't forget that. You're worth it. And then go and do it.
Latricia, just like you, she had an epidural, and yet she still did 2 lives yesterday. You guys,
seriously,
dig deep. You can do more than you think you can.
Right. That's why there's the need, the want, and the need. Do you need this business, or do you want this business? If you need it, do something about it.
Yep. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Wow. What a powerful hour this has been.
2 hours. 2.5 almost. How awesome is that?
All right. I'm checking in with Porter real quick here. Porter, watch your messages. Can everybody please say a big thank you to Miss Amy? Please shower her with hearts and love. Um,
Thank you, Michelle, for allowing me to be here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Says, how do you do it? I agree with Amy. I wanted this for me. Michelle made me believe. I know God sent me to her live in June. I never look back and have no regrets. That's the other amazing thing about Latria's story. You guys, she did this in the J months. Okay. Y'all complain about summer months, right? Being like stagnant or, like struggling in the summer. She came to us coming out of May, less than $200 in sales. And in June, did her first $1,000 in sales she's ever done in a month. July did 1,000. August did 1,500. September, she's closing out with 30,000. This isn't like she met me and then went into the holiday season. She met me and went into the hardest months there are. Now, I believe you can do sales any month. So I don't believe you can't sell in June and July, but it is a little different. You guys, think about that for a minute. If you have momentum and you have Christmas shoppers, it's going to be like an explosion. Okay. You can expect amazing things to happen. All right. Yes, absolutely. Jenny says, well, we have Terry says, thank you, Amy. You did great. Jenny says, Amy, you are so beautiful. Definitely a godsend. She is definitely a godsend. Kimberly says, I needed to hear Amy. Thank you. So many people. Stacy says, thank you, Amy. Terry, thank you, Michelle, Amy, and Porter. I love this. Miss Marcia says, thank you, Amy. All right, you guys are so awesome. Miss Connie, thank you, Amy. You guys, you are awesome. Okay. Those of you that commented one-on-one, feel free right now to go to Messenger and send me a message. Tell me where you're going live. Tell me how much you're doing in sales. We'll be messaging you soon today. Okay. But if you send us that quick message, we can get going sooner. We would love, love, love to talk to you. All right. Oh, Tracy, I was looking for a sign and you provided it. Thank you. That is awesome. All righty. Okay, we're going to give Miss Amy a break. Girl, I love you.
Love you too. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Make it a good one.
Please respect Amy's time. Don't message her for free business advice. Her time is very valuable, okay? Please message us with any of your questions. Feel free to go watch her live and send her lots of good vibes and love and prayers. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Okay. Bye, Michelle. Thank you. Bye, Porter.
Again.